Digging through the wreckage of that final night, searching for the moment we lost the light. I remember the slamming door and the cold sharp rain, but I can't find the words that would have numbed the pain. I was too proud to bend, too stubborn to break. Now I'm drowning in the silence of my own mistake. I watch the phone like it's a ticking bomb, waiting for a piece that's never gonna come. And the weight of the world is a feather compared to the I love yous and the secrets we share. But there's a ghost in the hallway, a chill in the air, and 1,000 apologies hanging right there. It's the anchor that's pulling me into the deep, a promise I broke and a vow I couldn't keep. Now I'm a prisoner of the story I wrote, with the never said I'm sorry stuck in my throat. Ooh, stuck in my throat. I saw your sister at the grocery store. She looked at me like she didn't know me anymore. I wanted to ask how you're doing, if you're sleeping okay, but the I'm sorry I owed you got in the way. I've practiced the speech in the shower for hours, but talk is just cheap when you're standing in ruins. I built a wall out of ego and stone, and now I'm the king of the kingdom alone. Is it too late to scream it at the top of my lungs to the empty streets and the songs unsung? Does the wind carry whispers to where you are now? Or did I break every bridge and every holy vow? I'm sorry for the temper, I'm sorry for the pride, I'm sorry for the version of me you had to hide. Yeah, the weight of the world is a feather compared to the I love yous and the secrets we share. But there's a ghost in the hallway, a chill in the air, and 1,000 apologies hanging right there. It's the anchor that's pulling me into the deep, a promise I broke and a vow I couldn't keep. Now I'm a prisoner of the story I wrote, with the never said I'm sorry stuck in my throat. I'm sorry, so sorry. The three little words that could have changed the end, but the ink is dry and I can't pretend I'm still holding the pen. But I never said I'm sorry. I used to leave the door cracked just a little bit wide, hoping one day you'd walk back through. No need to explain why, but every season changed and you never arrived. So one quiet midnight I turned the key inside. The click was softer than any goodbye you gave. No screaming, no tears, just a small sound that stayed. I told myself protection, told myself safe, but safety feels like drowning in an empty grave. My heart locked itself away, bolted the windows, pulled the blinds to gray. No more bleeding on thresholds, no more begging you to stay. It chose the dark over another break of day. My heart locked itself away, now it whispers your name from behind the steel, but the echoes bounce back, nothing left to feel. Just a prisoner serving time for a love that wasn't real. My heart locked itself away. I still wear the same coat you said looked good on me. It hangs heavier now, like it's carrying memory. Friends ask why I smile. night, picking the lock with old photographs and songs. But every tumbler resisted, said we don't belong. So I stopped trying to open, well, learn how to close. Now the quiet is kinder than the hurt I used to know. My heart locked itself away, built walls from the wreckage of every word you say. No key exists anymore, no map to the fray. It shows solitude over another yesterday. My heart locked itself away. Sometimes at night it rattles the chain, remembering sunlight, remembering pain, but it won't let me out, it won't let you in again. My heart locked itself away. If you ever come knocking with apologies new, you'll find frost on the handle, rust eating through. I hear your voice muffled through layers of stone, and my heart will stay silent. It finally came home. My heart locked itself away, not out of anger, not out of hate, just tired of hoping, tired of fate, tired of breaking for someone too late. My heart locked itself away, and in the stillness it learned how to breathe. Without your shadow tangled underneath, it's safer in here where no one can leave. My heart locked itself away. Locked away, locked away, safe now, alone. The air was still, the candles burned low. We were talking about the places we'd go. I was building a castle with plans in my head, painting the future in gold and in red. I reached for your hand, I looked in your eyes, searching for truth in those soft, quiet sighs. But the oxygen vanished, the room turned to stone. In a second, I felt more than ever alone. It wasn't a scream or a long, drawn-out fight. It wasn't a ghost in the middle of night, just a syllable falling, a stone in the lake, the smallest of sounds for a spirit to break. A mountain of us turned to valley and dust, a lifetime of always surrendered to rust. My world was a temple, steady and hurt, until it was shattered by one word. I'm looking for pieces of who I once was, before the goodbyes and the nevers and because. It's funny how language can sharpen its blade and cut through the promises that we both made. I'm replaying the tape, the look on your face, the way that the note took up all of this space. I'm a glass house in ruins, a wreck on the shore from a breath that I didn't see coming before. Was it done? Was it end? Was it gone or just wait? Does it matter the name when it's sealed by the fate? It hit like a bullet, it felt like a fall, the shortest of answers that ended it all. Now the silence is heavy, the silence is blurred by the echo of that one word. It wasn't a scream or a long, drawn-out fight. It wasn't a ghost in the middle of night, just a syllable falling, a I'm still picking up the jagged stuff, the shards of the we that I used to be, broken by a breath, shattered by word. There's a thin white line above my left wrist from the night I gripped the railing too tight, thinking if I held on hard enough, you'd feel the pull and come back that night. There's a crescent moon scar on my palm where your key dug in when you handed it over. You said keep it just in case. Now it's the only promise left that's still sober. They don't show in photos, they don't bleed anymore, but every quiet hour they open the door. Scars that whisper you, soft as breath on the back of my neck. They trace your name in the dark when I'm trying to forget. Scars that whisper you, like a song stuck inside my skin. Every mark remembers where your fingers have been. They don't fade, they just learn how to speak your name again. Scars that whisper you. There's a burn on my forearm from coffee you made the morning you said we should probably talk. You stirred it slow, I somewhere else. I reached for the cup and never let go of the shock. There's a shadow under my collarbone from where your head used to rest when we slept. It's not a bruise, it's just absence carved deep, a hollow that echoes each time my heart left. Time is supposed to smooth the edges away, but these edges keep sharpening your shape every day. Scars that whisper you in the shower, in the car, in the grocery aisle. They hum the melody of your laugh for a while, then fall silent again. Scars that whisper you like old lovers who won't say goodbye. They live under my clothes and under my why. They don't hurt like they used to. They just sigh your name, your name. I trace them sometimes when the city's asleep, fingertips following roads that lead back to we. Each one a story I never got to finish, each one a reason I'm still a little diminished. I don't cover them up with long sleeves anymore. Let them speak when words feel too poor. They're the only part of me that still holds you close, quiet keepers of the love no one else knows. Scars that whisper you even after all this rain. They don't Still smell your shampoo in the hallway at 3 a.m. Even though you've been gone 17 months and 10 days. The brain keeps receipts it was never asked to save. Every laugh line, every sideways glance, every stay. Your favorite mug still sits wrong side up in the drying rack. I can't bear to flip it, can't bear to wash your lip print away. I tell myself it's just ceramic, just clay, but my fingers remember exactly how your hand felt that day. They say time heals everything, they lie through their teeth, because healing would mean forgetting, and forgetting would mean I lose the last warm place you ever lived in me. Memory is a curse, it follows me home like a stray, whispers your name in the quiet, plays every frame of the day. You said forever and meant it, then left without making a sound. Now I'm haunted by beautiful footage of a love that's no longer around. Memory is a curse, and I can't turn it off. I keep your playlist on shuffle in the car, even when the first chord hits and my chest caves in. I let it hurt because the silence would hurt worse. At least pain still feels like you're touching me, skin to skin. I found the scarf you left in my coat pocket last winter, still smells faintly of December. And your neck, I wrap it around my fist when the nights get too bitter. Pretend your pulse is still beating under the thread. They say move on like it's a door I can walk through, but every doorway still opens into you. Memory is a curse, it replays you in 4K detail. Every I love you, every fight, every exhale. I try to delete the folder, empty the trash, but the heart has its own recycle bin that never quite crashes. Memory is a curse, and darling, I'm still cursed. I don't wanna forget the way your eyes crinkled when you left, or how you hummed off key making coffee at dawn. I don't wanna trade the knife in my ribs for a blank space where you used to belong. So I let it cut deeper every morning, 'cause if I stop bleeding your name, what proof do I have that any of it was ever real? Memory is a curse, but it's the only photograph I've got left. A ghost I still kiss goodnight, a wound I still call my best. Memory is a curse, and I'm too scared to be free, because if I ever stop hurting over you, who will remember us if not me? I wait for the sun to go quiet so the dark can finally speak. Pull the curtains, kill the light, let the silver fall where it's deep. It finds the lines you left behind on arms that once held you tight. Every mark a midnight memory that the daylight What if I covered them gently with long sleeves and fake smiles? The hurt would stay buried forever, but the moon has other plans tonight. Moonlight shows my scars like it's proud of what we are. Cold and honest, no mercy, no lies. It traces every place you say goodbye. Moonlight shows my scars and I can't look away. It turns a broken into art, but the masterpiece still bleeds the same. Moonlight just shows my scars. There's a spot on my chest where your name used to live under my skin. Now it's just raised and faded like a promise wearing thin. I trace it with trembling fingers while the crickets sing your song, wondering if you ever notice how the night keeps us both wrong. I told myself time would soften the edges you carved so clean, but every full moon pulls the curtain and reminds me what forever really means. Moonlight shows my scars like it's proud of what we are. Cold and honest, no mercy, no lies. It traces every place you said goodbye. Moonlight shows my scars and I can't look away. It turns the broken into art, but the masterpiece still bleeds the same. Moonlight just shows my scars. Maybe one day I'll stand in the daylight, let the sun burn the lines away. But tonight I'm still yours in the shadows, where the moonlight won't let me escape. It doesn't judge, it doesn't heal, it just quietly illuminates every tear I swore I wouldn't feel, every vow I couldn't keep straight. Moonlight shows my scars, and tonight they're all I have. Silent witnesses to a love gone dark, to the pieces I can't take back. Moonlight shows my scars like a letter you'll never read, beautiful in the cruelest way, reminding me you're still part of me. So let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. These scars are all that's left of you and me under the moon. I woke up and the bed was made too neat. No tangled sheets, no rhythm to the heat. The coffee's brewing for a party of one. I'm doing all the things that must be done. I bought the groceries and I mowed the lawn, but I'm just a shadow now that you are gone. I'm ticking every box upon the list, existing in a world that's made of mist. My pulse is steady and my breathing's fine, but there's a static on the inner line. It's a new life, but I got no soul. Looking for the spark, looking for the light in a brand new world that's black and white. New light, no I waited for the day you'd finally say it. That one small sentence that would set me free. I was wrong, I'm sorry, I regret it. But silence was the only apology. You packed your ghost and left the door half open. Like maybe someday you'd come walking through. I kept the light on, kept the bed still broken. Kept believing damage still had room for two. I searched for anger like it was salvation. Tried to hate you till the hurt turned red. But every memory just kept on breathing, and hatred quietly died inside my head. There's nothing left to forgive. You already took it all and lived. The betrayal, the promises you bled. The nights I begged the dark to make it end. There's nothing left to forgive, because forgiveness needs a sin to give. And you just disappeared, left me holding it. Nothing left to forgive. I still catch your shadow in the hallway mirror. Still flinch when someone says your name too soft. I practiced every version of I'm over you, but the lie tastes worse than the love I lost. You didn't even leave a proper villain. No screaming match, no final cool goodbye. Just absence growing colder by the million. A slow bleed underneath a clear blue sky. I wanted closure sharp enough to cut with, a reason big enough to hate you for. But all I got was quiet after quiet, and a heart that learned to live without a war. There's nothing left to forgive. The wounds already learned how to live. You didn't break me loud, you broke me clean. The kind of hurt that never makes a scene. There's nothing left to forgive. No fight, no fire, no last word to give. You walked away like I was already gone. And somehow that hurts worse than wrong. I forgive the way you loved me halfway. I forgive the promises you never meant to keep. I forgive the mornings I woke up still reaching for arms that vanished while I was asleep. But forgiving you was never really the problem. The hardest part is forgiving me. who doesn't even want to love. I've learned to die, but never taught. There's nothing left to forgive except myself for letting you live rent free inside the ruins of what used to be. Nothing left. Nothing left to I stood at the edge where the sand turns to nothing, barefoot and broken, salt stinging my skin. Called out your name like a prayer to the current, but the tide just kept pulling the sound back in. Every I love you I whispered too late, got swallowed by water that never forgives. I scream till my throat is raw fire and ache, yet the waves keep on rolling, indifferent as this. I thought if I shouted loud enough, deep enough, you might hear me somewhere across the blue. But love is an echo, it's just empty enough. The ocean drowns my voice, every word, every cry takes the pieces of us and buries them wide. I pour out my heart like it's blood in the spray, but the sea only roars louder, washes it away. You're gone like the horizon, I can't reach anymore, and I'm left here repeating what you don't hear. The ocean drowns my voice, and still I keep calling your name. There's a shell on the shore shaped exactly like silence. I hold it up close, press my ear to the curve, hoping to find the last laugh that you gave me. But all I get back is the hiss of the surf. I walk into the water till it covers my chest. Let the cold numb the hurt I can't bury inside. Thought maybe if I let it take all of the rest, I'd finally feel nothing, but I still feel you tight. I swear I saw your shadow flicker on the crest for one cruel second, then the foam took the light. The ocean drowns my voice, every plea, every tear carries your memory farther from here. I throw all my promises into the deep, but they sink without answer, no peace, only sleep. You're out there somewhere under the same dark sky, while I'm drowning in echoes that never reply. The ocean drowns my voice, and I still can't stop trying. Maybe one day the salt will erode all the pain, turn the sharp edges smooth, let me breathe without blame. But tonight I stand shaking where land meets the end, screaming your name to a lover who's already gone, and the waves answer only with their endless amen. The ocean drowns my voice, softer now, giving in, fade into whispers where we might have been. Every comeback dissolves and the undertows pull till there's nothing but quiet and the ache that stays full. I loved you so loudly it tore me apart. Now the sea holds the volume of my shattered heart. The ocean drowns my voice, and I'm finally learning it was never meant to reach you at all. One last breath, your name gone. We were folded out of fragile dreams, two hearts stitched with quiet seams, floating on a borrowed tide, believing love would be our guide. You traced forever in the air, like it was something we could wear. But every promise that we made was just a line that slowly frayed. I felt the waves before you did, but I stayed anyway. I hid like a paper boat in a storm. We were never built that strong. Every wave just tore us more, till there's nothing left to hold. I kept trying to keep us afloat while you were already letting go. Now I'm drowning all alone, like a paper boat in a storm. The rain came down in heavy truths, washing out our fragile proof of every always that you swore. No scattered pieces on the shore. I screamed your name above the tide, but you just drifted with the night. No anchor in your drifting heart, no will to fight, no place to start. I tried to patch the holes with hope, but love can't survive on that alone. Like a paper boat in a storm, we were never built that strong. Every wave just tore us more, till there's nothing left to hold. I kept trying to keep us afloat while you were already letting go. Now I'm drowning all alone, like a paper boat in a storm. Was I the only one who tried, the only one who stayed behind? You let the current pull you free while it was pulling me beneath. Fragrance thin, pages tear. You were gone, you were never there. Like a paper boat in a storm, I'm breaking on the ocean floor. Every memory weighs me down till I can't make a sound. I was holding on to you while you slipped right through. Now there's nothing left of us, just the wreckage and the rust, and I'm lost without a form. Like a paper boat in a storm. If I could fold us back again, will we survive or just pretend, or drift apart like we were born? A paper boat inside a storm.